Text alert. Someone tried to scam a number of people in West Michigan today. 24-Hour News 8 got flooded with phone calls and emails from victims. New tonight, we're hearing from someone who actually received the text message and learning what cell phone companies are doing to protect you. 24-Hour News 8's Ann Schieber set out to find who's behind the scam. Ann?
Well, Marley, the Federal Trade Commission watches for these types of scams, and it could not comment on this specific one, perhaps because it is so new or it is already under investigation. Scammers sent texts to try to get debit card numbers, but fortunately, for most people, red flags went up right away.
You just got to be real careful.
Jack Wright knew something was odd when he got a text on his cell phone. He never gets texts, and this one was coming from his bank.
I got a text message, and I read the text, and it's from Fifth Third Bank, and it said an alert on there. And I looked at my friend, he said, scam, and I says, yeah.
The text told him to call a number. Instead, he called his wife at work. She called the bank.
And they told me that if you call that number, they're asking for your debit card number and your PIN number, and that people had actually fallen for it.
Fifth Third Bank quickly put out a statement telling the public it would never text customers and that this looked like a classic smishing attack when scammers use text to get sensitive information. And it said this is a popular time of year for scammers. Debit cards can be used as credit cards.
Folks can get those numbers and, get on the internet, try to make purchases, get enough information that they can try to access other records.
Legal Aid of Western Michigan has helped several people who have fallen for such schemes, and it's not so hard to do. Many scams look very official, even using the bank's own name, like in this case.
Some people just don't understand that it's a stranger. They get an email, they think it looks legitimate, and so they respond to it. Or they get a phone call and they think it's who they say they are, and they respond.
Not only did Fifth Third Bank respond, but the cell phone companies as well. If you tried calling the number late today, you got a greeting warning you that this was a scam and that the Federal Trade Commission urges you to be on guard for such activity. Now, earlier this year, the FTC asked a court to shut down a text message spammer. It discovered the scammer was sending 85 texts a minute. Now, you have to be especially careful with debit cards. Many do not have the same protections as credit cards, and you could lose a bunch of cash. Marley?